Have you ever wondered why some people seem so self-centered? Why are they always seeking attention and admiration? The answer might lie in narcissism. Narcissism is a personality trait that involves an inflated sense of self-importance, a deep need for admiration, and a lack of empathy for others. But what causes someone to become narcissistic? And is it always a bad thing? Understanding the origins of narcissism and narcissistic personality disorder, or NPD, is crucial for several reasons. First, it helps us recognize and cope with narcissistic individuals in our lives. Second, it allows us to seek help if we recognize these traits in ourselves. Finally, understanding the causes of narcissism can help us raise empathetic and well-adjusted children. This video aims to demystify narcissism, exploring its potential causes and shedding light on the difference between having narcissistic traits and having NPD. By the end, you'll have a clearer understanding of this complex personality trait and its impact on individuals and those around them. Childhood plays a significant role in shaping who we become, including the development of narcissistic traits. Early experiences lay the groundwork for how we view ourselves and interact with the world. Constant praise can create a sense of entitlement and superiority. Conversely, neglect can lead to seeking external validation. For instance, a neglected child might seek validation through social media. Not everyone with these experiences becomes narcissistic, but it increases the likelihood. Understanding childhood's role is crucial for early identification and support. While childhood experiences play a significant role, narcissism is a complex trait influenced by a combination of genetic predispositions and environmental factors. Research suggests that genetics may account for up to 50% of the variance in narcissistic traits. This means that some individuals might be genetically predisposed to be more self-centered or have a greater need for admiration. However, genes alone do not determine destiny. Environmental factors, such as parenting styles, cultural influences, and societal values, interact with our genes to shape our personalities. For example, a child genetically predisposed to be more sensitive might develop narcissistic traits if raised in a highly critical or competitive environment. Conversely, a child with similar genetic predispositions raised in a nurturing and supportive environment might develop into a well-adjusted individual. Understanding the interplay between nature and nurture is crucial for developing Section 4, Through the Looking Glass, Examples of Narcissistic Traits in Everyday Life. Narcissistic traits can manifest in various ways in everyday life. You might encounter a colleague who constantly interrupts others, dominates conversations, and takes credit for others' work. In another scenario, imagine a friend who constantly seeks validation through social media, posting endless selfies and bragging about their accomplishments. They might fish for compliments and become upset if they don't receive enough attention or praise. This behavior stems from a deep-seated need for admiration and a fragile sense of self-worth. While these individuals might not have NPD, their behavior can still be hurtful. Narcissistic traits versus NPD, a spectrum of self-centeredness. It's important to distinguish between having narcissistic traits and having narcissistic personality disorder, NPD. Narcissism exists on a spectrum, with most people falling somewhere in the middle. Having some narcissistic traits is normal and even healthy. However, when these traits become pervasive and inflexible, it might indicate NPD. NPD is characterized by grandiosity, need for admiration, and lack of empathy. The key difference lies in the severity and impact of these traits. Section 6. Narcissism, a summary of its roots and manifestations. Narcissism is a complex personality trait influenced by a combination of genetic predispositions and environmental factors. Childhood experiences, particularly those related to parenting styles and early attachment patterns, can significantly impact the development of narcissistic traits. While some level of narcissism is normal, when these traits become pervasive and inflexible, they can lead to interpersonal problems and, in some cases, NPD. Understanding the origins of narcissism and NPD is crucial for recognizing and coping with narcissistic individuals, seeking help if needed, and raising empathetic and well-adjusted children. By understanding the factors that contribute to narcissism, we can foster healthier relationships and create a more compassionate society. Section 7. Understanding for a Healthier Tomorrow. Narcissism, a multifaceted trait, is often misunderstood. This exploration aimed to illuminate its complexities, highlighting the interplay of nature and nurture in its development. We've journeyed through the potential influence of childhood experiences, the role of genetics and environment, and the distinctions between having narcissistic traits and NPD. Recognizing the signs of narcissism and understanding its origins is not about labeling or judging individuals. It's about fostering empathy and equipping ourselves with the knowledge to navigate interpersonal relationships with greater awareness. By understanding the roots of narcissism, we can cultivate healthier connections, support those impacted by it, and work towards a more compassionate future. Remember, knowledge is power, and in this case, it's power towards building healthier relationships and a more understanding world.